Alright guys, what is going on? Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. It sucks where we live right now. It's starting to get cold, man. Like, we gotta wear sweatshirts every day, or sweaters. This is terrible. I just want summer to come back. But we're actually gonna reenact, well, not reenact because there's no reenacting. We're just gonna park our cars, mine and Melina's, from like when we first got it. I don't even remember the date exactly, but we got it a long time ago. Yeah, like February or something, because that's when I took apart the Kooky. And it'll be funny because like they've changed so much. So we're gonna get the Kooky out of the garage.
Woohoo! Woo!
Focus that. Just hit the, hit the button a little bit. So we're gonna redo that. The good old, got the Euro lines on there, you know? Just added lips to them. They're so beautiful. God, I wish my car was that quiet.
I wish my subframe was.
Park like lined up with the thing. Oh yeah, your subframe bushings are so bad. Maybe we'll do that today. All right, park a little bit in front of me. That's good. That's good. Dang, son. What a change in a year. Well, it's not really February, but. Wish you had fitment like me. I wish I could sing that better.
You sung it way better earlier.
I did.
It was so funny too.
I was waking up in the morning. I just started singing about fitment. It was lit. Daquan's still trying to start the LS. All right, we're gonna do your subframe bushings today. I'm not feeling working on any of these cars. Let's just bang them out. So we got some energy suspension bushings, same thing we did on my car, which I wish I would have told her not to get, because I'm actually getting rid of mine because I want to get subframe risers, because this thing is so low and on the ground. As you can see, my rim is literally touching the over fender right now, that I need to get some subframe risers so my tow rods can clear the bushings in the middle part. Photo bomb. Alright, so we got the car up in the air. I'm going to make this video more kind of detailed for anyone wondering how to do this. So on like a stock 240, you're going to have the exhaust, obviously. You're going to have these stock brackets that are in the front of the subframe that bolted to the chassis. It's going to be 3 bolts that go into the chassis. Usually when you put the solid subframe bushings in, you don't put those back in because it's not going to move anyways, and most of the time they're rusted. I don't have them in my car. So exhaust, drive shaft. You got to undo your coilovers from the top hats or the bolts on the knuckles. If you have cable brake lines, undo your cables. My car did not have them, so we always just dropped it. Hers we're going to have to undo from the calipers. And take your wheels off. There's going to be a vent also on top of the diff. And I believe that's pretty much it. I might be forgetting one thing, but we'll go over it as we drop it. So let's get started. Let's get this exhaust out of here. And yeah, it should be pretty easy. Alright, so we're getting the hangers off.
What the? I thought you were like struggling and it just...
I was just waiting. This one's like a big old head. I hate this one. This one was a pain in the butt last time.
In the butt.
Get these rice cans out here real quick. See this right here? This is like a Sierra Mist exhaust, because you want the Sprite, which you got the Sierra Mist.
Well, I had glass pipes, and they were the Sprite, and I had to go back to Sierra Mist.
When I buy the blast pipe so I can cut the tips off to put a muffler on it, you can have them put them on here. But I'll take the wheels off, you do the dry shaft.
No, Nika. No, Steven. I will take my wheels off and you can take the drive shaft off.
Okay.
Okay. Brake.
Let me test fit those Cosmos, bro, up front.
You're funny.
They'd fit on the front of my car.
They're like the same size as the ones in the front of your car.
No, they're not, boy.
Oh, I'm thinking about the front. What? Your fronts are...
I'm talking offset, boy. They would be hella in there.
Oh, okay. No.
Alright, so I'm actually trying to remove, well, I already removed one. The silencers right here. Why does someone text me every time? Alright, so I'm out here trying to remove these silencers. They make your car a little quieter, but honestly, they look so funny in there. Like, look at it in there. It just looks weird. So I'm trying to remove that the easiest way.
Weird.
It does. It looks weird. I feel like it makes your car sound funny too, because you got to think about it. The exhaust is passing this and hitting this, and then reflecting and going back into there. So the easiest way to remove these is you take something like this, and you just put it in there and just like pull it back and forth and hitch it out. Like any other way, it's like impossible to get these out. Alright, so when you're dropping the S14, if it's like stock and you're replacing the bushings and you're trying to do the e-brake, the easiest way to do it, on the side of your caliper, there's going to be a little 14mm bolt. It's on like the front. Just pop that off, because what that's going to allow you to do is pull the bracket off the caliper and pull the whole line forward. And there's going to be this little square you guys can't see that slides over like a slot, and that'll just give you that little bit extra playroom instead of trying to fiddle with it or pop the factory clip out. So the subframe's ready to be dropped now. We have our calipers undone, the coilovers are undone, the drive shaft. I don't think we're forgetting anything, so we just got to undo the 4 main bolts, which are all 17s, then the 3 front main bolts on each side, and lower it down, undo our vent on the diff, and the whole thing should come right out. So let's get this thing out of here. Alright, so we're cutting the bushings out, and then we're trying to burn this last little bit out, and then we'll get the front ones. It's really easy. Just use the Sawzall, cut the bushing out as much as you can. Got them going pretty good right now. Just torching it down. That one's burning really good over there. About to pull the diff out and do those bushings. Alright, so I didn't put this in the video last time when I did this on my car. I'm going to say it right now. So when you pull out your rubber piece, this is what you're going to be left with, okay? In the front of the subframe, there's rings. In the rear, there's not. You take the rubber out, that's it. You replace it. The front, there's going to be these rings. It's really confusing because there's a lip on the bottom too. You need to pull out all of these rings. You need to cut all the way to the subframe, just like the rear, how that has no rings. It's confusing because I was worried that you weren't supposed to take this out because I thought it was connected to the lip, but it's not. Take all of these bushings out, cut all the way through to the subframe, pull them out. Hammer boys out here. Alright, so to put your diff bushings in, I explained this when I put them in my car before. Some people that cut slits to make it bend in there. Literally, put it like this. Put your piece of wood down there and have your big strong friend hit it with a hammer.
Damn, that bitch didn't go in.
And a little crooked, that's
Damn,
it.
I wasn't supposed to cuss.
You said damn. Oh!
I said bitch too.
Hey, damn! Alright, go ahead. Bam! One more, Quan. Give it one hit. That's how we do it. Drop the tools, drop the tools. Almost finished up now. I just had a couple problems with it. I'm jacking it back up. I'll explain it all later. It's just been kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, so the car is pretty much back together. I'm missing a drive shaft bolt, which we'll probably just get tomorrow, and one exhaust bolt. It's probably somewhere on the ground, but it's super late. Daquan's finally awake now. Melina's still in the car, so I'm probably just gonna wake her up. But yeah, everything's pretty much done. We still gotta bleed the brakes because we disconnected the calipers. We'll probably do that tomorrow as well. There's no point, it's so late. We just finished up.
Selling my 240 if anyone wants to buy it.
Thanks for the help. Alright, so we're gonna end the video here in my house. I never really end videos in my house. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I feel weird in here. But yeah, basically we finished it all up. I was having this problem where the tip of the stud was like stripped. I don't know why or how it happened, but I ended up having to grind the stud down a little bit to move the threads farther up and rethread it. It sucked, but I made it happen. And that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Once again, guys, the merch link is in the description. The hoodies and everything are doing really well, so I can guarantee you that we're painting the car in December, no problem. I'm hoping to sell enough to be able to paint the other cars as well, to be able, for me, myself, to be able to pay for them. If not, we'll just have to wait till another time. But 100% the Kuki is getting painted, kitted, and tagged next month. So there's gonna be like a ton of videos. We need to start prepping paint and all that, or prepping the body. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time. Peace out. Keep it street. Check the link in the description.